Gamers, welcome back to the second map of the second series of the final day of week 6 here at Polaris. We're watching XL versus Hookars, and so far XL were good at taking the first map, and that was Icebox, which happened to be their opponent's pick. We're now going to be heading into Split MP, and what can Hookars do to even out the playing field?
I think it's going to be real tough for Hookars starting off. Split, obviously, it's kind of a weird composition for XL, but Hookars, they don't have the most, let's say, most orthodox composition either. They have the Sky, which is really odd in a composition where you don't have Viper on Split, but that could definitely work. They have won against Kova Alliance and H2O on this map, and even though it's XL's map pick, I don't think Hookars is looking bad here. Icebox was a struggle. Obviously, Hookars, I don't think it's their map, or it's their best map, even though that they picked. I think the Split is even better. Obviously, it's one of the best XL maps, so that's why they didn't want to go for that Split pick. I think they even gambled for that they're going to go for the Split. But XL as well, they have astounding records in Split. They have lost only one match, and that was against H2O, 11-13 in past 3 months. So I think it's going to be real strong for XL. Only week that they haven't played Split was week 2. So one of the things that Hookars could have is a lot of what material that they could have studied this from.
Yeah.
And I think that could be kind of tough for XL, but I think Hookars still are going to have a tough time here because XL is so strong on Split.
Yeah, definitely a lot of strategies that they can have had a look at, a lot of VODs that they can have a look at. But again, XL, one of those teams that's really good at adapting on the fly. They're really good at making mid-round decisions, and we've definitely seen how that plays out for them. Yes, at the beginning for Icebox, it looked a little uncoordinated in regards for XL. There wasn't that buddy system. Trades weren't coming out effectively, and it was more like every player playing individually. But as the game went on, they really just gelled back together. This is really the XL that we expected to see, and they just kind of breezed through Icebox. I know it's the wrong map, but you know, it's a reference, guys. It's not just a map name. But yeah, XL did really good on Icebox. Now we're going to be heading into Split, and you said it yourself, one of those maps that XL is incredibly good at, especially when you have Patatek, whether he's playing the KO. I know he likes to play the Phoenix on it as well. I haven't seen that in a while. I would absolutely love to see the Phoenix come out. I know we're not gonna see it. It's probably just gonna be the KO again, but Patatek really does have quite a big influence on this map specifically. He's really good at using that util to allow the rest of the team to play out aggressively. Foxy, very comfortable on the Omen, which again comes in pretty clutch in this map as well. They really know how they want to use that util and how they want to play off of it. We still have CHIWAWA, whether he's going to be comfortable on the Cypher, whether it's going to be a Viper, whether it's going to be maybe even a REYNA. I'm not entirely sure, but what are you expecting in regards to these agents, MP? Because we're going to be heading into it. So never mind. You don't get the chance. You don't get a chance to predict because that would be cheating.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty much the same comp that they have been running this season. It's that REYNA race, double duelist composition, Mo obviously on the Sage, which frees up a lot of things for Mo. He doesn't have to focus that much on his kit because you, as a Sage, obviously you have the wall, you have the double slows. When you have used those, it's all good. You don't really have to focus on your kit. On the other side, you have the Sova that Mo usually plays. You have to focus on the Dart, so that could throw him off a little bit. Obviously, he has played that Sova so many times, so it doesn't really throw him off anymore. But he can just fully focus on Sage, getting those headshots and just popping off. On the other side, it's the same composition. I think on a quick glance, it was the same composition that they have ran. The kind of weird Sky, in my opinion, but it's still the same composition for Hookars. And this is the thing for XL and Hookars. Both of these teams, they have played these compositions, so there could be something that they can gather from those VODs and counter. But I'm not sure whether that's going to be the case in this matchup and if they're just going to play their own game.
Yeah. And that's already A pretty good barrier orb coming from Mishu, expecting that push onto A side, something that XL has done time and time again. This time around, however, you'd want to hold on to Raptor. Stab is not going to connect those shots. Patatak, however, is going to be the one connecting them. Akimbo is going to drop the spike as Mo gets taken down. Mast is still looking to join the party, coming in with those rotations, but XL, they're in a bit of a pickle as they now need to collect the spike, but Foxy was completely unattended for, coming out in Raps. A surprise, guys. I'm here. It's gonna give XL that opportunity to get even further ahead. CHIWAWA with a pick of himself. Now it means that Mast is the only one who was never able to actually get onto the site. Did hear alive back onto B. Wanted to go for the rotate. Didn't win the gunfight. XL, they come out absolutely swinging.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure XL, last time I cast it, played the exact same pistol round, or at least something similar, that Foxy was on the middler. Now it's alive with Foxy. I'm not quite sure if it was last time with alive with Foxy, and that's something that you can definitely check from the POV of who cars you can counter. And I think they kind of tried with the Sage Wall. They couldn't still go it all the way through.
Yeah, XL was just pedal to the metal, and Foxy really likes to play from sewers, and yeah, what more can I say? He's done it in a lot of these games, and although Hookars seem to be prepared for it, they weren't fully prepared. They're also not prepared for all these picks dropping left, right, and center. Sunshine is not even going to have that opportunity to return fire as his back is turned to CHIWAWA. Side quest flawless coming in from XL 2-0. They don't look like they want to slow down.
Absolutely. I mean, XL has a composition that you can just play so fast. You can play those executions. And yeah, Hookars, they have utility to stop it. But if you have your Sage and Raze on one side of the map, and then on the other side you have like Omen, Sky, or Chamber, you don't have that stopping power on the other side. And it seems like right now they cannot really stop these pushes from XL. Sure, it's only 2 rounds and we have to take that into account, but if this keeps going on, it's gonna be real tough.
Yeah, mid control this time around, something XL is looking for, but also pressure onto A. They like to divide and conquer. Have a couple of players figure out which side they want to commit to, and eventually Hookars is catching on to this. David is going to be able to ping out one player
Ready.
and retreat, looking to catch them as they walk up on ramp. He's going to make contact with Mo, gets back. That's already a spike drop. They know which side it looks to be, but CHIWAWA with the REYNA, he's the one ending up getting the upper hand. Patatek is looking. CHIWAWA still manages to get the trade, picks up another Vandal. The heal coming through, the Riot Gun Buddy buff as well. That's a Vandal in the hands of CHIWAWA on the REYNA, which can be deadly. And
yeah, and overhealed as well.
But can potentially cost Hookars this round.
Absolutely, CHIWAWA doesn't have dismiss anymore.
Ooh.
Doesn't
30
matter.
seconds left. One enemy remaining.
Sunshine gets 2 beautiful picks. Eventually, Alive manages to shut him down, but he's gonna have to deal with 2 more players. Is aware of the position of Mast. Paranoia coming in. Still has the util available, so can get back. Spike is dropped though, needs to retrieve it. Been spotted.
10 seconds left.
Isn't aware of Mishu's positioning, however. And that is 1-2. Hookars do manage to get themselves on the board, but they lose a couple of rifles on the way.
Yeah, they lose quite a lot. 3 rifles, that sets them back a lot. They have to think, do we have to go Spectres right here? I don't think they can even buy a 3rd rifle, if I'm correct.
30 seconds.
Maybe 3
One enemy remaining.
Spectres
Spike
on the side of this, maybe a couple Bulldogs. No. Okay, somehow they managed to get all of the money for all of the rifles, but look at Mishu. No slow orbs, no Trailblazer for Sunshine, only one guiding light. The utility isn't just there.
Yeah, it's called dividends, returns on their stocks. Has paid off. They have a little bit more money than we expected them to have. David initially loses that rifle already. There's 1 player down, 1 rifle down. And as you said it yourself, MP, that util is not fully stacked up. They know Sunshine is on site. They want to deal with him. Instead, they're peeking him 1 by 1. Eventually, CHIWAWA does manage to get the pick. Empress now online and activated. Looking to go for some kills, but we all know The curse of Reyna Empress.
Absolutely. Alive. He's so far though. Now Excel, they have...
That's the curse?
I never hit that. Issue. In an awkward position between a rock and a hard place. Akimbo opening up onto Patrick, and
Last player
all of a sudden,
standing.
full cars, they have a good chance, but the clock is ticking. Live, is he fast enough here?
I'm gonna get to at least halfway. Alive really needs to go for this pick. But Akimbo still manages to get out. He's gonna get the defuse as well, equalizing it. And they get to hold on to one Vandal.
Full cars. That's a good win. That's a good round win for them. Excel, they had that 4 versus 3 after plant situation, but I think they was just too late in mid. I think that's just way too far for him to help at all on the side position. And somehow, Patite, I don't know how, or CHIWAWA rather, dies in CT. I don't know how you hit in the Reyna Empress. I never can hit that. it's the most impossible thing when you see a Reyna Empress like far away on breeze, like 50 meters away. Never do it.
You hit those, I believe.
Maybe with the luck. With this judge, I could do that. A-side completely free for taking an Excel. CHIWAWA.
Yes,
Going for
already.
it.
He's gotten so much space. Boombot coming out as well as the flash from Sunshine. It's gonna give away information that a couple of players are onto ramps, and CHIWAWA is wrapping all the way around. The judge coming in, but Mishu shuts him down right away. Now Patatek with a showstopper isn't gonna quite find the pick. Instead drops to incredibly low HP. Has to go for it. Still manages to finish off Sunshine. The jump left click. What is going on? The plant has been going down as well from the side of Excel. Mishu looking to shut it down. He misses it. He looks away and just the most unfortunate timing, and Alive once again has to go and shut them down. Runs for his life, but it's not enough. As her cars stake that defuse. They walk away with another round win.
Of course, they're shredding Excel down in that round. I think Akimbo got even called out with this judge, if I'm not completely wrong. That's how it looked like. Patisek as well, wreaking havoc. Mo, I think this is a tough situation for Mo. I don't see a reason why he would look onto elbow side. I'm pretty sure he even heard a step on default. Probably caught that for his teammates, but they were so far.
He has his head going the other way around, so like instead of hearing it live, he heard it left.
I used to play like that in CS for like 3 years. I don't know how.
That's why you're an analyst now and not a pro player. Just saying.
True. But I actually got used to it. It was so weird. Like instantly, I got used to it.
Excel's gonna
Trap destroyed.
have to stop getting used to quickly pushing onto his side. CHIWAWA though, still the Ferrari peak on the Guardian. Gets a pick. He's got able to dismiss back to safety. A little bit of a heal in as well. There's already one player down. And this time around, however, XL, they slowed down the pace. We've seen them so far, they're rushing it onto site, and new cars are absolutely ready for it the last 2 rounds. This time, they're slowing down. They're trying their best. They're looking to get isolated 1v1s, isolated picks, try and win a duel, reduce the numbers, and then go in.
Yeah, they want to find more of those duels. They want to play into this tour de force. But they still find the side.
30 seconds left.
They did so much damage on the David. The after plant is the situation where Excel has struggled. Even on winning positions, even on 5 vs 4.
Yeah, but this time you have the Tour de Force available. Alive is aware that there's one more player. He saw the barrel of Akimbo, so he's not going to be looking to go away. If anything, he finds the pick as well. Mass does manage to take Foxy down. Mishu taking out the counterpart. Sage no longer there for XL either. There is a smoke in the boombot coming out. They're sticking to the fuse. Mishu does eventually get sprayed down. Thrifty for XL, tying it up once again to equal.
Well, just from the back of Alive's or Force, obviously you had like a Guardian from CHIWAWA who found the first pick. But just from the back of that Tour de Force, Who cars, they seemed so scared to challenge any corner. When they challenge carefully, and I think that's exactly why Excel was able to find those picks with the force, why Alive was able to get those 2 picks. Yeah, Who cars almost, maybe even getting that retake, getting that spike defused, but spam is there.
Cover going
Excel
out.
find their round. Who cars, they don't have economy or ultimates all available. I think David has popped his tour de force as well. Sauce serves in hands.
This time around, switching it up a little rather than pushing through A main. Push through mid, and Who cars, they don't seem to be putting too much emphasis on that mid control, something that I'm a little worried about. Because Excel, right now, already taking advantage of it. And if it works this round, they might be looking to take advantage of it next round. But David did expect that. Powder Tech going out without any REYNA layers utilized, and unfortunately it's gonna cost him his life. 45 seconds on the clock, Excel needs to make a move. They have to clean a lot of corners if they want to commit to B. Especially CHIWAWA pushing through Heaven as well. A lot of things need to take into consideration. And one of them being masked. Oh, the Sheriff's gonna find one, and Akimbo finds his own pick as well. But Alive, he's okay. He's giving the lifeline that they need.
Crucial kill to Alive right there. I think Akimbo just needs to stay alive. There's not that much time. Akimbo would have had the showstopper as well. But no, he goes for the challenge. And he dies. He cannot delay that spike. No longer. And Alive, I love how he's going for that flank. Foxy prepping the paranoia as well. Gives enough time for Alive for sure.
The one thing about the Sage wall is you're feeding your team into a very narrow corridor, and it's a little scary when you're initially getting onto site, because it makes it very easy for the opposing team to throw all their util at you, and you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. You're either going to have to go all the way back to be main, and depending on what util they're throwing at you, it's not going to be too easy, or you're going to have to face it head on, and then you're going to be walking into the likes of masks that are just tucked away in a little corner waiting for you to walk into their crosshair.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's really tough sometimes for Excel. Like right there on the round where, or on that last round, they were just walking. They were like, okay, there's so much free room. They think that there's so much free room. David, Mask, they're just holding those small corners, able to get that one pick and fall back. But CHIWAWA this time doesn't let it slip. It's like, nope. I love how Excel is working mid with those two players. Foxy, Alive, they're just breaking that wall. Sunshine could be in a really good position right here.
Spike planted.
Yeah, Sunshine completely unaccounted for. Is gonna even get the first pick, but gets traded out immediately. CHIWAWA gets bit overzealous, punished for it. Foxy too far away to try and help and assist the rest of the team alongside Alive. They have to come back onto site if they wanted the latest. A slow orb, it's gonna make it even more difficult for them to get on there in time. However, Hukars haven't pushed out just yet. That is the paranoia coming through. Fox is going to be able to take out that showstopper. Mishu eventually putting him down, but it's still two players they're going to have to deal with. They're going for the defuse. They are not aware of Mo being on site. One apiece, and Excel get this round 5-3 so far on split. Their own map pick.
Yeah, it looks so risky from Excel playing those two players so late in mid. I think Hukars are starting to figure out how Excel are playing on this attacking side. They know that Excel, they like to play those two players in mid. So maybe they can just full rotate onto A and find that 3 versus 1 situation on that side. But doesn't get there quite fast enough. Most wall delays them long enough. The paranoia coming in, Foxy getting that first hit is so huge. They can buy themselves some time. Hukars. Once again, they have to go for eco. Would have been a good try from David, but gets taken out instantly.
Yeah, David not...
Lamped instantly as well.
Yeah, David not expecting every single block of that wall to be destroyed right away. Was hoping that that little narrow opening could allow him to maybe get a pick or two and then get back to safety, but instead... Excel had different plans. And their plan this time around revolves around getting onto B site. Or not. As the spike's being brought away.
Here.
It's my favorite thing. It's an analyst, color caster.
Guess
saying something. It's literally like Spike has been first a minute in B lobby. Yeah, it looks like they're going to B, and all of a sudden they go away.
They're like listening to the cast and they're like, nah, you know what, we're not.
Yeah,
We change our mind. Just because the caster said that.
Yeah, they're like, oh, this is kind of predictable, actually. Because the caster called it.
Yeah. If caster said it, then obviously it's gonna happen. CHIWAWA on the REYNA. I love how CHIWAWA is getting that play style. He found one, and unfortunately they had that top bottom. They were ready for it. That was incredible. Hookars was expecting it. Yes, they get the trade, but that's all they're gonna get. Alive is even having CHIWAWA's back, and now Sunshine's the only one left, gonna get spotted out, aware of his location. Can he fight this? No, he can't.
No, he can.
Do you know the song Bob the Builder? Can you fix it? Yes, he can.
No. Is this
Okay.
like some UK stuff? It's the second song.
Didn't
I
watch
have no
Bob
clue.
the Builder?
Oh yeah, but it's in Finnish. That I watched it.
Well, I was gonna say, can Sunshine fix it? No, he can't, which is like the opposite of Bob the Builder, because he could fix it.
Yeah, a decent one, Genie. A decent one.
A decent one, Genie. Go back to casting. Stop trying to make jokes.
Yeah, it is the worst thing. Like a moment of silence when you say the joke. I think
You did it
that's
on
the worst
purpose.
thing. Absolutely, yeah. No, I actually like the joke, but
Oh my!
just
You're horrible. You're horrible.
always wanna bully Genie right here. Genie
Fine.
in the bottle.
Hey.
Oh, pathetic. Those satchels. They look familiar.
Gonna get one. Misha, though, holding onto the
Spike
site
down,
for
B.
dear life. Dropping the spike once again onto site. And that is the res available as well. All 5 members from Hookars are back online. And Alive can't really spot it with the smoke. The doggo coming right at him. What the dog doing? He's making it that much more difficult for Alive to close out the round. And Hookars, they bring back 1 round at a time.
Yeah, absolutely. I love how Hookars play that XL, trying to go for that fast execute, kind of. Yeah, Pathetic butchering his double satsers right there, getting more height and length right there. Doesn't get quite far. Oh, I wish we would have gotten that replay from the satchel. But yeah, Hookars is 1 slow. Delays XL long enough to get his retakes right in place. Get his side hold down. And even though it's 1 versus 1 trade right in the start, Hookars is able to win those duels with 4 players already outside.
Well, that's a trade. Immediately coming out from Hookars. They've been getting better at these. Initially on the first map that we saw, something was a little lacking were those trades specifically from Hookars, but this time round, absolutely adapted to it. More than happy, more than ready for it as well. Sunshine wanting to peek, wanting to punish Mo for what he did to his teammate, but he's not going to be able to, because if he does, he's going to be walking right into that Tour de Force crosshair. CHIWAWA clearing more space, doesn't have any layers available. So they got to be able to clear out Mishu.
Cover going out.
Oh, look at the timing on Foxy. It should be perfect.
Foxy go burr. He's going to get spotted by the Seekers. He's going to have to reposition. So where there's no other player in heaven. And that allows Mo to be going for that plant. And instead, he's going to be walking into Misha's
30
crosshair.
seconds left.
It was looking good for them. Alive is going to miss that shot, and Mo. Yes, he has the plant down. But is he going to be able to play this post plant against 2 players? Position revealed. He's going to look to wrap around. He's going to get the first pick. Wants to dash back. Wants to jump away, but Mast is so quick to it. Defuse as well. That's 5 to 6, and Hookars, they're comfortably closing that gap.
Yeah, and I think CHIWAWA is
round
making
in
few
the half.
mistakes right here. He's going for too greedy. I think it was 3rd or 4th round that CHIWAWA is pushing really, really deep. on A screen, going forward in CT, and who cares? They read it from the first time. I think who cares actually won the first duel right there, and rest of the 3 rounds, it's easy for them. They are already expecting that CHIWAWA is pushing on the CT. Yeah, sure, you're REYNA, you need to find those picks, but I think that's already expected. The CT push. It's so clear what they're doing. They're just walking through A side, going for that CT push.
This time, again, Excel continuously looking to get their way onto the A site, and they get punished for it. Foxy always going for that mid control. Is gonna find one pick, but that's all that he's gonna be able to do this time around. And we've seen it happen. Like, it's very predictable in regards of how Excel wants to execute this. They have Alive and Foxy play towards mid B side. They have the rest of the team onto A. And who cares? They're more than happy to let Excel walk onto the side, to walk onto their crosshairs. I don't feel the need to play this aggressively.
You will not
Well, he's gonna be able to get the res online though. Foxy's coming back. Player that was tucked away in male. Ooh, no longer available. That's the paranoia coming out from Mass. The timing though with the barrier orb is gonna give them some form of safety. There's Foxy. He has a spike, but what he also has is Shrouded Step, and he is gonna be going all the way back onto a site, but little does he know David is there. He doesn't even check. It's gonna be able to come through with the defuse, as the rest of the team is not even close. David let go of that defuse. They are aware where Mo is playing, and they're gonna be able to punish it. That was such a sad sequence of events.
Switching sides.
Yeah, and honestly, if Mo doesn't get spotted there, I think he has a chance to win the 1 versus 2, even though he's so far away. Resurrection comes in, but I think they split. This is just too risky. Obviously, I mean, we know the positions of who cars. Foxy, you cannot really expect David to be there. I think the real, like, exception is, or how they're gonna expect where David is gonna play is gonna be the rotation on the B side. You've obviously killed one player on Vent, but you have put so much pressure on B Heaven, so they're expecting David to play somewhere around CT, maybe get that free plant, and Mo going for that flank. Foxy getting good plays, but no, David A main in a really good position. Still, EXO closing out with 6 rounds. That is so good on the attacking side. Who cares? They are so defensive side team. 72% of defensive side rounds they have won.
No, they're starting this one off pretty solidly. Already having 1 pick at least on a member of XL. That's CHIWAWA taken out, and the REYNA with the overheal on the pistol round, maybe not something that you want to have alive for the entirety of that round. So it's a good one for the players to drop early on. There's still a lot of util. The Sage Barrier Orb eventually is gonna melt because it's made of ice. And ice melts.
We are not in Icebox.
I know. Wait, we're not?
Imagine
Yes.
if the Sage wall would be longer in Icebox and the slows.
No.
That would be so weird concept. Maybe in the new map, could that be a thing? Maybe.
I guess we're gonna find out on Thursday when you're playing it, MP, aren't we?
Yeah, true.
Shameless playing.
Yeah, and it wasn't even me who plugged it.
30 seconds.
Thank you, Genie.
I got you. Paratite got 1, and that's all he's gonna be able to get. Mo still on site, holding with the classic in hand. Not aware of their position as of yet. Gonna drop the right click onto Misha. They're gonna have to go for the reload. Go for the knife kill instead. Mo coming out on top. What an absolute giga Chad. Oh my goodness. Now has to deal with Mast. Gonna drop. And regardless of that performance, they're gonna lose the pistol round.
Wow. Mo, I mean, how did he even reach that? Honestly, I don't think he was on range with the knife.
He practices knife. You know how normal people like practice, you know, their aim? He doesn't need to practice his aim because it's already perfect. He just practices knife kills.
Lean. Doesn't quite get the last kill though.
Drop the routine.
Yeah. Maybe it's the gym buff. Maybe?
Could be.
We should ask Mo. What is the secret of getting knife kills? be a good thing. Maybe Exo still kind of back against the wall. Cannot really force here. They're on the defensive side. Cannot get the spike down, get that extra 300. So having to go with like Serifs, Headhunter. Still, the Serifs and Headhunters. They're really fast, but not fast enough for Mishu.
Mishu go burr. So does Akimbo. Has a Vandal in the second round. We saw that's something that CHIWAWA did as well last map, specifically on the second round on the Viper. Had that Vandal and lost it. CHIWAWA already, the REYNA now is coming online. Has a couple of penalties has to deal with. He's gonna get one. Now Foxy's the only one left. Looks to go in for the hero play, but it's not gonna work out in his favor. And Hookars, they get to hold on to the Vandal and the 2 Spectres.
That's good for Hookars. Not too much economic damage. Excel obviously getting a rifle round right here. Having to go if you have shields, actually. I think Foxy has to go half shields as well if he wants that paranoia. Probably wants it. Excel in a tough position with those half shields because the Spectres are gonna deal some good damage. You always want that extra 25 of shields when you go against Spectres. Oh, kind of locking down the A, but the wall is fast destroyed.
Yeah, instantly. That wall is taken down. And Hookars, they have 3 players onto A side, but look at the spike. Look at the movement. Slowly inching it towards mid.
This Hookars attacking side, I think it's looking similar to Excel's. And Excel's attacking side is so unique in my opinion because they play those 2 players in mid and 3 players doing stuff on A quite often. And Hookars last round, they did the exact same. Now there's this stacking all 5 players mid, alive holding in male. Awkward off angle right now for Hookars. Good pick from alive.
30 seconds left.
Excel has the numbers advantage, but they've had it before. CHIWAWA holding heavy. The smoke's not working out in his favor. He's not going to be able to dismiss in time. David is the one that gets the pick. Foxy's still holding his ground. Looking to defend the site for as long as he possibly can. Waiting for the reinforcement to be coming through. And they're coming through heaven, and Akimbo finds both of them, even the CT player. Foxy again left to his own devices as he's still waiting for Mo. Mo is gonna find the first pick. And as the plant goes down, Foxy's gonna be able to take David away. They're even gonna get that defuse. And Excel, they look to close the gap.
Yeah, but 3 rifles gone. Hookars is able to do a lot of damage in this economy of Excel. So they have to think how they're gonna approach this next round. I think they're gonna get pulled by. Maybe have to resort into Spectres. Maybe a Judge. Judge is actually good. And Patitek, yeah. Going for that Judge. Maybe male position, and that is exactly where Patitek is. That could absolutely cost everything the Hookars. I think right now, Hookars, they have played enough on split. They know exactly where the Ray's Judge might be if it's there. They should know this.
They chillin'. Some smoke on mid, and we spoke about mid control specifically and the lack thereof when it came to Hookars on the defensive side. Excel does seem a little bit more clustered towards mid. They do seem to prioritize that a little bit more than Hookars, but Hookars isn't really looking, as of yet, to really capitalize off of that.
Right now, just looking for some picks. If Excel is gonna make some mistakes, maybe getting this utility away. Honestly, Hookars, they don't even need to do much. Barely anything to get this utility out there.
Ooh, that is a Judge tucked away in mail, and it's gonna get spotted out right away. Util thrown at it. Everything in a kitchen sink. Patitek, though, gets to fly a little to dodge that nade. That was incredible.
I don't think they know Patitek is still there. They heard the satchel.
Ooh, he's gonna find one, but that's all he's gonna be able to get.
30 seconds left.
Forwards to go. CHIWAWA in a really good position. Rotations coming through, but there's still a wall here. Kimbo, Sunshine cannot really do anything. 15 seconds on the clock. Wall is breaking. But still, it's gonna be really, really close.
Yeah, they still have to deal with Mo as well
10
as Foxy
seconds left.
coming in from the back. Looking to go for that plant, and Mo finds first, gets the flick on the second. Yo!
Kimbo.
No charges left.
Kimbo! That's a natural kill after the
What's going on? Oh, the kill feed is something else.
I don't know. I think that was CT'd as satchel. And it barely takes a live out.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, okay?
Absolutely. I mean, respect.
Your tactics fail.
No, it's on stairs. And that live just rotating in. It's like, okay, let's go here. All of a sudden gets taken out by a satchel. Exo? He doesn't know. All the way to 8. 2 cars having to go for a little bit of a save. Next round is going to be really strong for them in terms of ultimates. David looking for that pick so he can activate Tour de Force, but fall back and Sunshine isolated completely.
Pad attack. Doing pad attack things. Oh, so is Mo. Honestly, every single one of these players, they're just absolutely on fire. Time and time again, looking to close this gap out even further. Akimbo's the only one left with the Sheriff in hand. Trying to see if they can cause any damage, but Foxy's already wrapping around. He's kind of stuck between whether he wants to walk into 4 members of Excel or only one of them. It's gonna be 4 of them. It's gonna be alive. Flawless, side quest Flawless coming in for Excel. They're 1 round off of those double digits, but can't take away from Who Cars. They are making this incredibly close.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 cars, they're actually playing a surprisingly good attacking side. Even though they haven't won a round after the pistol round, they're looking pretty decent. Excels are shutting down all of the possibilities. 2 cars,
There.
I mean, they're doing it really good. They're getting all of the utility out of mid. And Excel maybe even throwing the utility a little bit too early right there. So Who Cars is able to just sit down in mid, fall back, and all of the utility is gonna come there. But somehow Excel, they just go for the duels. They win those rounds really, really easily from those duels. And I love how they are challenging those mid positions or even vents or B-mail. They usually have that buddy system that we've talked about on the first match as well. Who Cars obviously going for that timeout. Probably thinking, do we go for the Seekers? Do we want that 5th ultimate in this round as well? Probably gonna go in with the Showstopper, maybe even Omen ulti from the shadows. That could be a thing. And see if Excel's ready for that. And honestly, from last round, I think you said something on Mo. Made me miss Ian, by the way.
Mo.
He says Mo. Mo.
Ian.
The accent is... it's something else. I just love it.
Stop flaming Ian, he's not even here, what?
It's not flaming.
Okay.
That is literally...
Clip and ship.
I literally love his accent. I think it's one of the best British accent, I think. I'm not even sure where it's from though.
Wow, you're gonna say one of the best British. Oh wait, I don't even know if it's British. Okay. Okay, but you're just like digging your own grave here. You're like, you okay? So stick to Valorant, bestie.
Yeah, I should do that. Honestly, from the production, Haribo says that's how I say Mo as well. And yeah, I guess it's all Brits maybe. Mo.
Yeah, good impression. I'll give you that. Oof. Already 1 player down. Make that the 2nd. Excel's numbers are dwindling. New Cars want to strike this quick and fast, but instead, with that spike still in hand, they're looking to make a rotation. I don't want to say it for sure because every time I say it, it's not the case, but this time it is. Looking to make that rotation, but they're going to be walking into both Alive and CHIWAWA. They're already on site. The res has also been made available, so we have Pad Attack back online. The Emperor's just gonna drop the spike. He has that ability to dismiss and get overhealed. Oh, he's gonna miss the shot. Mass coming out absolutely huge. Getting rid of all the threats onto site. Getting rid of Mo as well. 9 to 9. It's a tug of war, MP.
I see why my guy has FBX in front of his name.
Hey, stop leaking.
Yeah,
Why are you
I
leaking?
think there was speculation, maybe in chat as well, about FBX mask. We don't know.
It took
but
them 2 maps. to figure it out.
oh damn!
Chat, wake up.
I think mask could be one of those 3 substitutes that Doom Bros was talking about for FBX, so they can participate in Masters if they get there. That
You mean
could be a
if.
thing.
You mean
And-
when.
I mean,
You gotta believe.
they are looking really good, but yeah, obviously, I think that's one of the best things that could happen regionally. Oh, that is
Definitely.
absolutely the worst thing that could happen to you.
Yeah, beginning of the round, no longer with us. But if I remember correctly, that was nothing but a sheriff. Not to take away from what a sheriff can do, but again, this is incredibly close between both of these teams. And you're right, MP. This is one of the best things that can happen to you regionally. You're picking up these players. We saw it last stage for Masters as well, with Enzo. This time potentially with Mass, and that's just amazing, to say the least. So when are you
Yeah.
competing, MP? What's going on?
And I mean, probably never. I cannot do that. I'm too bad. but
Too
yeah, I
old.
think there was 3 players from Alliance that got signed into VCT teams.
Yeah.
Hype got signed into Oglu and Enzo, obviously Fnatic. I think it was Lucker who got into Big.
30 seconds
There was some other names as well. For example, Alpha Jer. It was, I think it was in Turkish regional league. There's definitely potential for these players, even if they don't make it as a team.
Yeah. And even if they're not signed, they're still doing so much with so little, and it's absolutely incredible to see Sunshine's gonna be able to get 1 pick already. Kimber gets the other, make it a 2K. Foxy fighting out for his life, doesn't want to give it a double. Oh my goodness! They've lined up perfectly. He has 1 more player to be dealing with it, and Sunshine is not aware of their position. David as well has to be clearing out a lot of these angles if he wants to walk away. But Foxy doesn't want to give them those double digits. He's gonna have to eventually. Sunshine wrapping around, gets the better of him. And Cars are in the lead.
Yeah, and honestly, this is all from the timeout.
Yeah.
Cars, they took 1 timeout right there. Maybe Enfist created some crazy strategies, maybe just calmed the players down. Like, you're so close winning these rounds. Just work together and it's gonna be all good. And that is exactly how Cars is playing right now. They're working together, like there. Working together in Fox's crosshair. But no, honestly, they're playing together so well. Using their ultimates the best of their abilities. And I love how Cars. I think it's even night and day from like 3 rounds ago.
Yeah.
Even though they had good rounds, they had close rounds, and maybe even able to win those rounds. But now they're just looking so much better. EXO cannot really do anything against them.
Yeah, timeouts, you know, kind of OP. Some might even say they need nerfed. But for now, Cars in the driving seat. They have that 1 round. They are in those double digits, and mentally, again, it's gonna give them a lot of confidence. Alive, looking to punish a player. Is gonna get the collide on both Sunshine and Mishu. Spike is dropped. David eventually is gonna be able to put him down through the looking as well. Maiden looking to clear out these corners. That's already so much done by Alive alone.
Yeah.
Spike planted.
That's one paranoia missing. By like, I think it was just millimeter, something like that. It was so close. From that, they can fight 2 picks. Kimbo returning the favor.
Last player standing.
Oh, from the shadow is gonna get shut down immediately, and now Mass is the only one left. Fox is gonna find that pick. And Excel putting themselves in double digits as well. 10 to 10. 10 out of 10. Certified Polaris banger once again.
Absolutely. And Excel, of course, they want to make this interesting. They don't want to end it right here. Excel doesn't want
course
to
not.
dominate. 2-0. Look at this paranoia.
Hard.
Too much front. It was so close, but one mistake, small mistake like that, causes them to lose 2 players. Alive going kind of aggressive after that as well, gets traded out, but still, that is exactly what could be the difference of who cars winning this map versus EXO winning this map. If there's something like those mistakes, if they happen more often, those things cost rounds. Absolutely. Cool cars. I think that's one of the first mistakes that we have seen from this roster in this map.
Yep. Foxy gets punished for that aggression. He's been going up quite aggressively time and time again. CHIWAWA does find one's gonna be able to dismiss back into safety. Has that get out of jail free card as long as the reflexes are there. Palatech finds one, gets the other from CHIWAWA.
Down B.
Even has the overheal now. Still has the leads, decides not to use them, and that could be a critical mistake. He gets shut down immediately. Palatech still on site. Slow orb coming out from heaven. Reinforcements on their way. Look at Alive wrapping around.
I think right now, EXO, they're being too ambitious with those picks. They get few kills, they get too overconfident. Oh, for a second, how does that even happen?
Player standing.
Yeah.
Sunshine.
Alive is now the only one alive. And again, you're absolutely correct. They're getting a little too
I've got your trail.
overzealous. They really want everything. Can't have cake and eat it. And Alive a little too late on those rotations. That's too bad, because that was a pretty good flank to be coming in. New cars, they're putting themselves ahead.
Yeah. It's all from the back of EXO's mistake. Like it was from previous round. EXO won that round from the back of Polaris' mistake. And honestly, like, I don't see a reasoning for CHIWAWA to swing that side after they get that. I think it was even forwards 2 situation. CHIWAWA to solo swings that side. Obviously, yeah, you might have confidence. That is something that you might do when you have like, okay, I've gotten a few kills. But CHIWAWA, he had trouble with his aim before on those duels, so I don't see a reason swinging that. But still, I think those are one of the things that I don't really like to criticize that much. When the duelist gets like 2 kills and then swings for a 4th or a 3rd rather. It is something that you would love to learn not to do, but it's something I'm so confident. I need to go for these kills. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Heal up, squad.
And that is exactly what happened. It doesn't work right there for EXO.
Nukar is more than happy to retreat back, still have some time to play with, but again, if this is the side that they want to be going for, they're going to have to commit. They will be dealing with Alive. They are aware that this could be a potential setup. Alive has been pushing out aggressively time and time again. He's going to miss a shot. He has to get back. CHIWAWA is also spotting out the players, and that is from the shadows activated. Mask. They need to take that into consideration. Excel.
Down A.
Find one, but Akimbo managed to hit the jackpot. 3 players taken out with 1 showstopper right away. And Alive as well as CHIWAWA once again on the back foot. They find one, but who cares? They're on match point.
What? Akimbo, there was no
Match
way
point.
he was even aiming for that. He wanted to get the kill on CHIWAWA. That was 100% thing that he was aiming for. But all of a sudden, there's 3 players behind him. What?
Money moves.
Seconds left.
No.
That's incredible.
Amazing from Akimbo. Yeah, it's quite a lot of luck, but still, Akimbo, honestly, he has earned that. He has absolutely earned that. And EXO, they have to go for a timeout. I don't think we have seen this from EXO actually previously in this matchup.
But also why the timeout when they are on match point. Looking at the buy that Excel is going to be coming in, it's not looking good. The creds are not there for a full buy for any of their players, and that's a little scary because, yes, you can have the Patatech Showstopper and you can have Alive's Tour de Force. You have the Empress available as well. Mo only 2 orbs away from that resurrection, but still, you don't have the economy potentially to be bringing you to those utils and into potential overtime.
It's gonna be real tough. I think all they have to do is try to focus for those orbs, maybe. Alive is able to get a kill or an orb. It's already huge for EXO. That could be all they need, and they're gonna force it. They wanna go for it. But look at this. Full cars, they know. They don't wanna keep the orbs away. Ask was already prepping the paranoia, but they cannot really do anything about this.
Yeah, at least they get the tour de force. That's a good ult to have, especially considering the economy and the situation that XL have found themselves in. But even onto B main, they don't. Hookars doesn't want to give XL those orbs.
Hookars playing real slow. That's a stake in the control. They know they lost the control on A main. Alive took the tour de force. He has been playing on the A side. It seems like Hookars is reading the situation correctly. They're going for that B. Wanna go for maybe a B split, maybe even just contact play on main. They don't wanna go into tour de force of Alive. Whoa, still. This could even pay out even more than the tour de force.
Slow it down. Frenzy to try and break open some of that space.
30 seconds left.
That bot did not spot him out. He's gotta find one. He's gotta find the second. Patatek has his back. 42 players down, and Empress now available and put online from CHIWAWA. Has managed to pick up a Spectre himself. Only 2 players left from Hookars. 14 seconds on the clock. Time's ticking. They need to commit. Mass does
10
not
seconds
have
left.
from the shadows available. Cannot teleport back onto a site. If this is the side they want to go for, they have to go. They decide not to. And XL decide to upgrade their guns. Get a bit of a freebie. But that's the Empress no longer available from CHIWAWA for that next round.
Yeah, tour de force gun as well. Was a showstopper resurrection
Left.
available for XL. Yeah, that absolutely the game. The judge gets the first kill. I think tags those few players as well, but in the end, Patatek is the one who gains more kills. He's able to take those 2 kills, and after that, Hookars they have to save. They get a full buy. Mishu 1 away from resurrection. Dave would get that tour de force as well. The soul stopper and resurrection already against them in the side of XL. Almost full rifles, full shields, almost as well for everyone on XL. Hookars, they have a chance right here to go all the way to Breeze. 13-11. And XL manage bringing this all the way to OT. Hookars, they have showed really good work right here. And honestly, from after that first map, I think I thought that XL, they were just done with this game. They were gonna win this like 13-6 or something like that.
Yep.
Hookars, mental reset right there. And this could be another reverse sweep. I'm not jinxing it, but there's a possibility.
Still 1 round left for Hookars that they have to close out. And yeah, maybe XL isn't on that full potential buy, but they still have the showstopper, they still have the resurrection available. They're looking to use their barrier orb to get over the one that Mo had just placed.
30 seconds
That's
left.
smoke's being used. They are aware. The showstopper's gonna come out from Patatek, and he's gonna be taking down himself. Mo does find 2 picks, and Mishu as well as Sunshine get 1 apiece. CHIWAWA's eventually gonna rotate onto the side. They have 14 seconds left on the clock. They need to go for that plant right away. He's gotta find one. He's gotta back to the safety layer available as well. He's looking to get a second. He's not gonna be able to do so. Alive is the only one left. He's gonna have to chop away at this block. Tour de force activated from the side of David. They're playing the post spawn. They already have it. They heard the drop. They know their position. But Alive, he's not aware. He's creeping up on them. They haven't actually heard the drop. Finds one. Still has another player to be dealing with. Doesn't want to commit to it as of yet. Is gonna go for that defuse. And a wrap around from David. He's got it halfway. They're gonna be passing each other like ships in the night. He's gonna spot his head. He's going to stick it. He's gonna force the team out to overtime. Yes, David gets a pick. But that's a clutch coming in. 12-12. Oh my, what a banger.
What is even that jump from Alive? He's able to spot the head of David. And David kind of panicking right there. He's like, oh no, he spotted me. He has to TP, or he TPs all the way back. I'm not sure if David knows or realizes right there that it's halved already. I think that's why he TP'd. I'm pretty sure he didn't realize it was half. He didn't see the spike at any moment. Somehow, maybe a bit of miscommunication right there from Sunshine and David. Sunshine maybe thinking that David has a deeper angle right there, but no. Alive somehow is able to bring this all the way to OT, and Excel takes the timeout.
Yeah.
There was no way there was a chance in that round after Patitech shot himself with the showstopper. I don't know.
Another one. We're gonna have to delete that memory from everybody. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, classic Rosa ulti.
Oh no! Okay. Well, that definitely Excel have to kind of re-strategize how they want to execute the next rounds, because yes, on the defensive side wasn't too bad for them. They were able to get quite the lead, but then you go onto the on the attacking side, but then you go on the defensive side of things, and Excel, they really did struggle. So the strategy most likely right now is discussed is, okay, after this round, how do we want to play it? Timeout eventually coming in, it did wonders for them. You know, it was 12-10, so they were able to stitch 2 rounds together, but still, Excel, if they want to make this work, same for Cars. There is quite a difficult path that they need to walk, and Patitech starting it off pretty aggressively.
Go get him.
Getting good control of ramp. Excel, they're switching it up. They're making it look like they're still playing that 3-player on A, 2 players on mid. But no, it's just kind of baiting. It's like solo guy on A, kind of fall back. 1-on-1 trade. Favors Excel a little bit. David still with the operator.
David does find a pick himself. The Lair's still available, so he's gonna have to dash back. Kimbo also coming from CC, so Excel aware as where the majority of the members are clustered from the side of Cars, and therefore they decide that A side's open for the taken. They're leaving alive to catch off any players that are going to be going for those rotations if they decide to go through mid.
Loosen up.
And Patitech's gonna spot out quite a couple. Throws the nade. Is gonna give Mo more than enough time to get that flag down.
Trying to get some shots out. Good retake coming in from Cars, but 3 versus 3. They have no clue about the positions. Only know where Patitech is.
Patitech is gonna get the first pick successfully. He's gonna manage to get another. Oh, he wants to pull out the showstopper, but Max is a little too quick. Max gets 2 of his own. He's looking to defuse. Mo, you're gonna have to check this. He's already got it halfway, and Mo does check it indeed. Patitech making up for the fact that it was a little bit of an oopsie last time around. Showstopper and Patitech are no longer friends.
Match point.
But match point for Excel.
Excel, they have the chance finally to close it out. Cars, they had the chance for 2 rounds. They couldn't quite do it. Now it's Excel's time. Defending side, it hasn't been exactly the best for Excel. It's not the worst either. They can definitely hold 2 cars. They had good momentum on the end of those rounds. Still, Excel definitely can be a hard defensive side to attack on. This seems to be like straight up execute on contact.
Oh, they're gonna spot out Foxy, but still he comes out on top. He's gonna be able to throw a step away. There's a stage wall. Mo and Patitech get 1 each. And only 2 members left from Cars. It's now or never if they want to get away with this. The boom bot from Patitech, not entirely sure what the idea was behind that, but that's okay. A little bit of a distraction. Foxy finds one, finalizes that final kill. Side quest flawless coming through. Excel walk away with the 2nd map after an incredible game. I don't even have the words to describe what we just saw. That Valorant was insane. And Excel, they're going to be confirming themselves in the spot for the playoffs.
Yeah, and was it 12-10? Excel, I think that was exactly the time where Excel took a timeout. really, really bad buy. They went for the tour de force. It wasn't even the thing that won them the round. It was the judge and double spectre. And somehow, Exo is able to bring this back. They just look so good, but so did Who Cars. And Who Cars losing this matchup means that Exo, they are already through on playoffs. Who Cars, they have to fight their spot. They might be in that four-way possible four-way tie. All of that we're gonna see on next week, but this was insane matchup. Honestly, a perfect way to end our casting journey in regional Polaris right here, honestly.
Yeah, this was a treat, to say the least. Some of these moments are one for the history books, if I do say so myself. A lot of clips being hit in this game specifically. And yes, both of these teams, they played very well. At some point, it felt more like we were watching a bit of a death match, but eventually they really able to put it back together. Those timeouts did both of these teams a lot of good. And, you know, you live and you learn. Excel confirming themselves that spot in playoffs doesn't mean that Who Cars isn't going to have the opportunity to do so. It doesn't count them out of that playoff spot at all yet. So they still have a chance. You know, there's 4 spots up for grabs. But oh my, this was something that I don't even know. I don't have the words to describe what I just saw. Like, some really good Valorant, but at the same time, it was like, question mark Valorant.
Yeah, from time and time again, it was like, what is happening right here? Oh, it's going here. Oh, Patitex just shot himself. Oh, wait, what just happened? Akimbo shot 3 players but missed the guy who he was actually supposed to shoot with the showstopper.
Yeah,
like some random stuff here and there that happens, but after all that, Excel is able to show that they're one of the best in this group and secure that spot in the playoffs. I'm so happy to see that Excel are back in the playoffs. I wonder what they can do this time around. Last time around, they were looking good, but they didn't quite get all the way into that VCT promotional tournament final. And I would love to see them have a second shot.
Yeah, we were all on the edge of our seats with this game specifically, whether you were a Who Cars supporter or an Excel supporter. This was insane. It was a literal tug of war. You give one round, you take one round. No team really had that opportunity to get a very big advantage. So let's just hear it from one of the players themselves. We got Alive with us here today. Alive, hello there. Congratulations on the win. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good, as normal.
As normal, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys obviously secure the playoff spot right now. Going on the last week, are you gonna switch anything from your game? Like we saw, for example, on Slayers in Korea, they just went full troll mode with their comp, like 3 duels. Are you gonna just play the same composition, same game, or are you gonna switch something up? Maybe play a little bit more freely.
Obviously, I'm not gonna say what is the plan for the future, but all I can say is that it's gonna be interesting. We are trying new stuff, we are building new stuff, and yeah, just watch the game, watch our games, and you will see.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, what is the thing? You guys were down 12-10. You took a timeout right there. Really bad economy, really bad buy. What is the call right there? Are you listening to something from the coach, or what is happening during that timeout?
So I can tell you that from our point of view, like it felt like we were just overthinking this. And when Jumpy took the pause, he just told us, guys, do as normal. Everything is good. You know how to play this. You know what you need to do, and we did it. And that's it.
Well, definitely watch your games. If you guys want to watch some good Valorant, make sure you watch Excel games, because this game was a banger indeed.
Exactly.
You still have, you have the spot in playoffs now. So from all the teams that you've already played, who are you looking forward to the most for a rematch?
Obviously, Finest.
Yeah.
We lost against them and we want to revenge. And again, I have a lot of love to Finest, to the organization, to the fans, and I want to win them.
Yeah, I guess we're going to have to wait and see once we get into playoffs. So thank you so much for the interview. Before we close it out, any final words you want to share with us?
Just thank you for all the people that support me, to all the fans, to all the Israeli crowd. I appreciate you a lot, and that's it. Keep watching us.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your
Thank you, guys.
evening, and we'll see you guys in playoffs.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Well, there you go, guys. You heard it first. If you want to watch really good Valorant, sometimes maybe not that good, I just watch Excel. Some memorable moments, to say the least, that have been put out on these games here tonight, and I am so incredibly happy for Excel that they've actually made it this far. I got my prediction right, so did MP. Hey, let's go for us. But
Let's go.
I don't want to take away from Hookars, right? Hookars,
Yeah.
incredible performance. We said that this map, specifically Split, is a map that Excel is very, very, very good at. If anything, it's one of their best, if not the best map. And Hookars, they made Excel go to overtime.